Hello students, here we are going to learn our first unit of information technology. The name of the chapter is Employability Skills. This chapter includes 5 units, but now we are going to learn only 3 units. Okay, so the first unit of this chapter is communication skill. What is the communication skill? Then what is the self-management skills and what is the basic ICT skill? Okay, so let's start our first unit, communication skills. Communication skills. The word communication, it comes from the Latin language and it actually means to share. Okay, so this word itself define a definition of the communication skill. This one is the definition. So what is the definition? Communication is the sharing of information between two or more individuals. It is the sharing of the information between two or more individuals or within a group to reach a common understanding. So uh, from that we can conclude the communication, it is nothing but the ability to clearly share the thoughts, feelings and idea among the people or a group of people or to the individual. So the communication is also needed to convey our thoughts, beliefs and feelings also. Okay, so this is the basics about the communication skills. Now next is the process of communication. Here you will see one picture. In this picture I have represented the process. As such, there are the 5 elements of process of communication. First one is the sender, second one is the message. The sender pass the message to the receiver. Then next one is giving information to the proper channel. Then message is received by the receiver. Receiver is the fourth element and the fifth one is the feedback. Okay, so this process in this process, the first one is the sender. Who is the sender? He actually start the communication process. Okay, the primary source of originating information or idea is by the sender. Then sender message send a message or send a message to the receiver. Okay, so the what is the message? The message is nothing but the actual content of the information. Whatever the information he or she wants to share with the receiver, then uh, this nothing but the message. Then this information is encoded by the receiver. This message is encoded by the sender. Okay, not receiver, the sender. The way the message is communicated to the receiver is called as a encoding. मतलब कि sender किस तरीके से message pass करेगा उसे कहेंगे encoding. This encoded messages travel through the proper communication channel. Means which are the communication channel, or what is exactly means by the communication channel? It is the medium of communication, and it may be in the form of oral, written or technological based. Okay, so this oral communication, suppose there is oral communication via telephone or mobile, then the sender send the message through the this mobile phone to the receiver. Okay, or orally to the receiver. Who is the receiver? The receiver is the person who receives the actual content of the message. Okay, he or she, or it may be individual or a party who receives the sent message. Okay, this message is decoded by the receiver. What is the decoding? See here, the reply, whatever the message get by the receiver is decoded. Means it is actually interpreted, or the interpretation of the received message is nothing but decoding. Okay, this one is the decoding. Then this decoded message is get by the receiver. Then if he or she wants to reply about that message, give the reply about that message, then he or she send the response, okay, or a feedback to the sender. Whatever the received information uh, the receiver got, then he send the feedback about that message. Feedback is a response. The response to the received message is called feedback. If the response is desired, that means receiver has decoded that message correctly. This is the process of communication. Then next one is the effective communication. If you want to communicate effectively, then you must understand the different uh, meaning of the effective communication. Means these are the elements of the effective communication. What are they? Suppose if you want to communicate a message, then sender must be clear or communicate his or her message in a clear content, and it should be in a precise format. The message is should be the message should be clear about what he or she wants to say. Okay, then similarly it must be concise and concrete manner. The message in a correct form means the grammar and the language of the message, it should be in a correct way. Then the sense of the word should uh, make the main topic, means related to the main topic. Then your message, it should be or should have all the needed information. You cannot send, or if you will send the half of the content or half of the information, then receiver cannot get the message properly. And your sending the message should be in a respectful and friendly manner, or be in a honest way. Okay, these are the effective way of the communication. Then next one is methods of communication. What are the methods used for the communication? As I have discussed in the process of the communication: oral, written, and technological based. Oral and written communication is called as a verbal communication, and the non-verbal communication is the second method, and third one is the audio visual. The communication is, as we know, the communication is something we do even when we think or we not communicating. For example, if you sit in a quiet manner, okay, and uh, means you don't want to means you don't want to do anything, then you are still, then it also means that, means it also the in this position or the gesture posture gives the message, communicated message that to the others, that you may not or probably need to spend some time with yourself, and there is no external interventions are there. So this kind of the communication is nothing but the non-verbal communication. And the audio visual communication, it is based on the technology. Okay, if you do the WhatsApp call, video call, then it is the audio visual communication. So the verbal communication is uh, the communication carried out with the help of orally, or with the aid of oral communication and written communication. Then non-verbal communication, see here in the next slide I have represented the non-verbal communication. The non-verbal communication is the mode of communication mostly occurs during the oral communication. Okay, most of the time, yeah, in the oral communication you use non-verbal communication, and it is not much in our control until we train ourselves in it. Non-verbal communication constitute the body language. Okay, it most of the time includes the body language. When our whole body communicates quietly, then non-verbal communication constitutes the our body language. It includes, for example, our expressions, our postures, our gestures. Then touch, suppose there may be space, eye contact, or paralanguage. Okay, so paralanguage sometimes it is also called as a appearance or dressing. So the means if you are using the communication as a non-verbal communication and you are gesturing, gesture means the is the major art of our body language. Suppose the if, as I have told in the example, you do not want to do anything and you are seated in a quiet manner. Okay, then it must be means that kind of a your gesture or a posture communicated to the others that you don't want to do anything, and there may be no interventions, means you expect may be no interventions. Okay, this is all about the non-verbal communication. And the audiovisual communication, as like the we will use the communication channel via technological based. Then next one is the basic writing skills. What is the basic writing skills? In oral communication, you may use the non-verbal, but if you will use the written communication, then at that time you must have to know what are the basic writing skills. Okay, so the these basic writing skills is gives the or develop the uh, basic idea of the communication in a precise and concise manner. Okay, this uh, this take always take care your uh, the takes care your the message what you are sending to the others. Most of the time written communication is the evidence or a proof for the uh, other thing, means for the at the time for the job the written communication mostly follow. It means that it gives the proof whatever you have did or whatever you are doing. Okay, so this basic written communication includes the grammar, understanding and use of the basic grammar. It most of the time describes the situation, experience, incidents, or about the people. Then the in the it also includes these sentences, simple and short sentences. It most of the time express your feelings, ideas, dislikes, etc. And it may be the part of your ending, means starting and ending of your piece of writing. So you must have the idea about your grammar, for example article, conjunction, preposition and interjections, and what you are writing you must have the sense about using the written communication mode. Okay, then next one is self management skills. What is the self management skills? The it is nothing but managing oneself in order to achieve desired goals and target is called as a self management. Here I have given one definition also. What is it? The self management, it is also referred to as self control or self regulation. It is the ability to regulate one's emotion, thoughts and behavior effectively in different situations. It also includes motivating oneself and setting and working towards personal and academic goals. To prove this self, how we can manage ourselves or regulate ourselves. For example, you are if suppose exam is there, you have to prepare for that exam. Okay, so how do you prepare? You first plan or schedule your time, and then decide which topic need more and more attention than others. Okay, so how do you carry out this schedule? You arrange the suitable study material that helps you in studying, and uh, decide decide the topic which need more and more attention than the others. So it altogether it is nothing but you are managing your study schedule by yourself. You are doing your self management exercise, which involves management of your resources as like your study material, time schedule and timetable. Okay, you identify your goals to achieve, that is to topics to cover, and to prioritize your goal. You decide yourself how to prepare and when to prepare the important topic first. So this is all about the self management. Then next one is key elements of self management. What are the key elements? It decides the or it gives you the idea how do we manage ourselves by uh, setting our desired goals and targets. So if you want to manage yourself, you first identify your goals and then plan accordingly. That is, you have decided that you have to pass your exam successfully. Then this is your goal. So you plan according to your exam timetable. You decide your topic. You just collect. Suppose you have just collected the study material and gives the important to the uh, important topics. Importance to the important topic. Okay, this is all about identifying goals and planning. Then organizing. What is the organizing? It is the phase where you being acting on the set plans. Means once you have identified your goals and decided the planning steps, then here you have organized yourself how to uh, organize yourself how the plans come out with action. Okay, so it is means not only means it is not only mean that ki you have decided your time schedule timetable for the preparation of exam, and you kept that plan as an ideal one. It is not like that. Then if you supposed to do that in this way, then you will not clear your exam with a good mark. So if you have to clear the exam in a with a good score, then you have to act accordingly. Means you have to organize all the planning objectives and identified goals. Okay, then next one, specific. Whatever the acting plan you have decided or mentioned, you have to finish that acting go means the setting plans completely or precisely. Okay, it should be in specific manner. Then your specific targets or identified goals itself tell you how it should be measured. Okay, agar suppose if you have not completed your important topic, then there might be possibility that you will fail in that topic or a subject. So it should be clear to you they whether your identified goals are measurable or not. Then achievable. Goals should be made considering your ability and circumstances that allow you to achieve. Okay. Then realistic. It should be in realistic manner, and it it has a time bound. Whatever the goals you have decided or say setting up for that, you have to set a deadline and brings you yourself in discipline towards your work for the work as like the preparation of your exam. So it should be completed within the time. Once you have set your goals and acted accordingly, but there is a no time bound for that goals, then your preparation or a practice will be will be not used to pass your exam. Okay, then next one is the controlling. It is nothing but analyzing your achievement at a set intervals. Set intervals means you have to analyze your targets, whatever you have achieved after some specific period, and just find out the gaps and delays. And if there is a gap and delay, then you have to redefine your plan and achieve or find out the better one to achieve your goals. Then reflecting. What is the reflecting? It is compare the outcomes of your efforts with the set targets. Means आपके plans and आपके goals आपके सक्सेस के अकॉर्डिंग है या नहीं. It reflecting your success or not, it decides the key features, whether they are specific, measurable, comparatively uh, clear, whether your achievement are positive or negative. It reflects you when you uh, acted according to it. So your plans should be, means your outcomes and efforts should be efforts are set out to be according to your success. Then next one is self confidence. It tells you the person whether he or she capable of achieving what he or she decided or aspires for. Self confidence drives the person towards his goals within all the challenges in the way and emerge as a winner. Okay, if there is a confidence uh, the person will have, then he will uh, he will surely achieve the success in his life. Confidence is something that is built up after the birth, during our upbringing and interactions with the situation and the people as we grow up, or the society or the culture or physical condition where we live. Okay, so uh, if we have the more self confidence in ourselves, then we must achieve the desired set and targets. Okay, so here are some of the examples I have given over here. When you have a self belief, that is the Thomas Edison. As like the Thomas Edison, what he did, he made a thousands of prototype of the incandescent light bulb before he could finally invent the bulb. In spite of the struggling with the repeated failure, he his resilience and belief in a self gave the world one of the most amazing product, that is the bulb. As like here some of the few examples I have given on the hard work, positive attitude, and then commitment. You just go through it or go through your the concepts given in your book. Then next one is the basic ICT skills. This is the third unit of this first chapter. ICT. What is the ICT? ICT stands for the Information and Communication Technology. It includes the diverse set of technological tools and resources used to communicate, create, and disseminate, store, and manage the information. It includes the computers, the internet, broadcasting technology, and telephony. In short, what is the ICT? ICT is like the term we cannot live with, means the without the information and communication world around us is impossible to believe the presence of the computer. Okay, we cannot live without the computer, without the internet. It is nothing but your information and communication technology. It is the and the skills of the ICT make our lives easier by easing our task up to the greater extent. For example, we can avail the domestic services as like we purchase something from the supermarket, or we buy uh, some of the provisional things from the small stores, or we book the travel ticket on the internet, or we can book the hotel room or flights, or order food from the internet, or we find a location using the GPS. All these are the examples of the ICT. Okay, so information technology uh, deals us or give us the uh, options to access the information around the world. It gives, create, share, and store the information for our sake of convenience. So this is all about the basics of ICT. Then next one, the role of ICT in our personal life. As I have told you how the ICT service is helpful for us. It also helpful in our different sectors. For example, online financial services. Uh, which kind of a financial services? The financial services are basically carried out in a bank. These kind of a bank means these kind of a services such as the money transaction in a bank, or secure transfer of a funds, or efficient customer support. All these are the financial schemes has greatly revolutionized using the computers, means they have a great change, or the banks have a great change in their financial services because of the computer. Okay, then next one is the communication. As we have covered the topic, communication is nothing but the two-way process. It helps us to carried out uh, the exchange of the information from uh, any place of the world. Okay, we can send and the receive message throughout the world. Then healthcare, online diagnostic services, creatively designed medical equipments, and consultancy services, or personal doctor on call. All these kind of healthcare services, or the physical trainer, personal online physical trainer, etc., are the examples of the ICT interventions in the healthcare. Then the education in the computer system. The computer system consists of the three main units: input unit, central processing unit, and output unit. In your book, it is also given that it is given that there are four units or four parts of the computer system. That is the input units, central processing unit, output unit, and the fourth one is the memory unit. The memory unit, sometimes in some books it is also called, it is a part of the CPU, but sometimes it may be referred as is a four part. Okay, so how this computer system is formed? We know that the computers are the integral part of our lives. Whenever we are sitting in our homes, working in the office, driving on the roads, or sitting in a movie hall, staying in a hotel, etc., our lives are directly or indirectly affected by the computers. In this era of information, we are always dependent on the storage and the flow and processing of the data and information, then which may be or which can only be possible with the help of which only be or not can be, only and only possible with the help of computers. Okay, or computers are used as a tools in every part of our society together with the internet. Without internet we can live, we, we cannot imagine to live. Nowadays it is a very important one. Okay, so this the input unit is nothing but the input data instructions are given through this unit to the computer. Okay, whatever we want to insert into the computer, whatever the output we must want, it is entered by through the input unit. It may be your mouse, keyboard, or joystick, etc. Then next one is the central processing unit. It is the most important unit, device of a computer. It is the brain of your it is the brain of the computer. Okay, this CPU is also known as a microprocessor or processor. It responsible for all the functions and processes. It may be divided into the three part. Okay, that is the arithmetic and logic unit, control unit, and memory unit. But sometimes memory unit is called as the fourth part of your computer system. What are the functions of the CPU? CPU access and store the relevant data and instructions during processing. The CPU controls the sequence of the operations, and the CPU gives the command. CPU gives the command and coordinates the action of all parts of the computer system. It carried out the processing of the computer. Okay. Then last one is the output unit. What is the output unit? It gives the output or provides the result of the operation performed by the computer. Computer generates the output of the processing in the form of text, graphics, audio, or video. The most common output device is monitor, and the second one is the printer. These two are the most commonly used output devices. Okay, monitor are the standard output device, while the other output devices like printer, web camera, plotter, speakers, etc. are added to the computer as a peripheral devices. Okay, it that some of the output devices are added in peripheral devices. Then next one is peripheral devices. What is the peripheral devices? See, I have shown in the picture some of the peripheral devices. The definition of peripheral devices is like the basic devices from the actual computer system. We know that the computer system consists of these three parts or four parts. Okay, this is the input unit. This one is the input unit. This one is your output unit, and this one is the CPU. Okay. Other than this unit, you need some of the devices is known as the peripheral devices, which performs the which perform or gives the standard input output or processing operations. These are the additional devices which extend the functionality of the computer system. For example, this is the scanner, may additionally extend the functionality of the computer by scanning the documents. Then printer, then this one is the projector, microphone, etc. Okay, then next one is uh, basic computer operation. The computer system consists of two main parts, that is the hardware and software. What is the hardware? The hardware refers to the parts of a computer that you can see and touch, and means you can physically recognize that this one is the part of your computer. That is, suppose here I have shown the monitor screen. This one is the part of your hardware. The physical part that we can see and touch are called as the hardware. And what is the software? Software that we cannot see but makes the hardware work the way we want. Okay, it is the machinery of the computer. These are the keyboard, monitor, CPU, etc. These are the hardware. But software are we cannot see but make the hardware work the way we want. Also software refers to the instructions or a programs that tells the hardware what to do, how to do. For example, you can write a letter by using word processing program. Okay, the word processor is a software. Okay, uh, where you can type your letter. Similarly, operating system is a software that manages your computer and devices connected to it. Windows is also known as a well-known operating system software. Then next one is internet and application. What is the internet? We know that uh, yeah, or nowadays we are using the internet. Today all our networks are connected with each other over the internet. Internet is the largest network in the world. Okay, it is the largest network in the world. The first workable form of the internet came in 1969 with the creation of the APRA in the USA under US Department of the Defense. Internet is mostly used for the communication. We know that your online classes are also going on the internet. We mostly use it for the communication. These days, emails is the top of the list among all the feature used on the internet. So the internet is a most important one for our communication. This internet includes several definitions as like www, World Wide Web, then home page, web browser, URL, email, and etc. Then what is exactly it means? www or Wide Web. It is the largest information system on the internet. It contains millions of the website which provides the information. Then what is the home page? Home page is the first web page of the website. Okay, which is available on the World Wide Web or a website. It is the first page. Then web browser. What is the browser? Web browser is an application software that is used to access the information on the web. जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन वेब पे है उसे एक्सेस करने के लिए वी यूज़ वेब ब्राउज़र. देन URL. URL is the Uniform Research Locator. Uniform Research Locator. It is a unique address of the website that is accessible on the internet. अब हमको किसी चीज़ की इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए देन हाउ यू कैन एक्सेस इट बाय यूजिंग द URL. जैसे आप सभी को अपना अपना घर का एड्रेस है वैसे ही हर एक वेबसाइट के इंफॉर्मेशन का एड्रेस आपको मिलेगा. देन ईमेल. वी everybody knows what is the email. It is the electronic mail. It is most widely used internet based communication tool. Okay, so email is the communication system that we can from with the help of this we can send and receive the messages through the internet. Okay, then social media platform, which are the social media platform, for example the WhatsApp, Facebook, then Twitter, etc. These are the social media platforms. Then your blog. What is the blog? Blog is the one of the part of the social media. It is earlier known as a web blog. Okay, so with the help of blog we can post our messages on the web. Also we can publish our personal views and promote products and uh, companies, hobbies, or home business, or any kind of issues through the blog. Then Facebook, it is the social networking. It is a social networking website which allows the people to register for free and interact with each other in a cheap in a free manner. Okay, there is a no cost for the interaction. Then YouTube and its channel. Okay, what is the YouTube? YouTube is the great offering from the Google. First of all, Google offers the YouTube. It is an online platform which dedicated to video sharing. With the help of we can share our video. People can shoot the videos and upload them on the YouTube, and one needs to have the Google account for to operate or to do so. And YouTube channel, what is the YouTube channel? If people who are regular users of the YouTube and upload the videos on it regularly, then they can be means they are using the YouTube channel, means it is the simple series of or a collection simple series or collection of their related videos. And the digital India is the last point of this chapter. What is the digital India? It ensures means our government of India ensures the or gives the government services and schemes or the information regarding those schemes through this uh, digital India. This is the online message uh, campaign uh, started in the July 2015 by the government of India. It ensures that the government services and the government schemes information reaches to the message online easily to the people through this campaign. Okay, there if you open this website, you will get different schemes and different informations about the government schemes. So it is recommended to you, please go through this website once. Okay, so this is all about the unit 3. Thank you.